Hi, my name is Mo Cruz, and this is my third week, assignment 5, for the best practice online speeches. And today I'm going to be talking about Edward Bachelor. He's from Humana Incorporate, and his one of his sites that he has blogs. I would say it's stay smart, stay healthy. Um, his goal is simple. See, his goal is to educate consumers on the healthcare system by removing unusual complexities and replacing them with informative and engaging series of videos. Um, and all of his videos are about visual effects, like Sir Ken Robinson did. He used very little um, drawings, and he kept it very simple. See, a mode of persuasion that he used was more on logic. He broke what was so technical, and with those images, he was able to provide a logical evaluation on what he was explaining about Medicare. And it helped me keep up with what he was saying and what he was talking about. Um, the images were so on point, like Sir Ken Robinson's visual speech. He had a lot of clarity in his voice, and the images were just on point in every word that he was describing and talking about. And it's very important to make sure you can provide um, enough reliable images for the viewers so they can follow along. Because once you throw a picture in there that doesn't describe what you're talking about, it's gonna throw away the whole imagination that the person is using. And I believe that the visuals were used perfectly as it went along with the speech. And something that I did notice, that he did take a point to what Nancy Duarte said, um, the whole thing with keeping it simple. It's just so important to have less words, a brighter image into what you're describing, and being able to speak that image that you're bringing out. And he did that. He did that very clearly. The animation was remarkable, because comparing that with Sir Ken, it was like a replication of it. Every video, if you watch every single video that he does, they are so perfectly in tune with what he is talking about, and his voice is so clear. I can understand everything he says, whether or not he's talking about something that I'm interested in knowing or not. See, and that's one of those the topic that I would touch is whether or not it is interesting of what somebody's talking about. It's very important to keep them in tune with what you're talking about. Lighting effects with those visuals, it was great because it was very bright, and sometimes we're not able to accommodate the background or the lighting effect, but having the person not being distracted with what's in the background, like having so much images in the back or like bunch of stuff. I seen a video once where like this guy was a gamer, and he was explaining about some game, and he has so much images in the back that I forgot where he was sitting at, and that was a distraction because I wasn't paying attention to anything he was saying. So it's very important that you keep as minimum as you can because you want to be able to see your eyes. Um, and with, of course, with the technology that we're working right now, us as students, we're not able to do it, but we try to accommodate with the light. It's still just not an excuse. The way you present yourself is very important, because if you look very scrubby, or if you're just like kind of like laid back talking and you're just like, yeah, you're not gonna catch, no, not me. I'm just gonna be like, click, I don't want to hear this dude, and I'm just gonna like go like this on your YouTube instead of like this. And as far as classroom and doing online, I think when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter where you are, online or in a classroom, because you need to be able to know what you're going to talk about, what you're going to present, how you're going to execute that presentation, how you're going to talk, how you're going to present yourself physically, what kind of words are you going to use that will persuade the audience to your presentation. If you're using anything that's visual, how is your visual presented? I think they both work hand in hand. The good thing about online is that, I mean, you can just cut and paste and do it over as many times you want, which I find that a little easier than you do in a classroom. But again, it turns out to be a little lazier just because you can mess up so many times, so many errors you can go through and just redo, edit, 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 edit. In a classroom, you got this one time deal and everybody's staring at you. And this is a one time thing. So I think it's a little harder in a sense of, being what more things you have to be able to work around your disadvantages, but it also helps you get better when you're in campus.